coincidentally met the colleague Xiao Shu mentioned, but the person didn't know her. It's a who's who blunder. To confirm his suspicions, the guy visited the girl's old workplace, and surprise, surprise, they'd never heard of her. Ugly, so incredibly ugly. Ugly, ugly. Ugly, 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 ugly. R quarter IQ acute and O mat plus or minus E circumflex micro E tilde O IQ THRAE O mat times IE circumflex micro cra as symbol 3 chair 0 U circumflex pound its and current system paragraph R quarter offer O mat. Ugly, so ugly. The man got the word too. Being a well-known lawyer, he hastily arranged for candy delivery to Hofeth Umat and his partner at the precinct. They were having a meeting to decide how to handle this mess, while Hofeth Umat sensed something was off, like they were in an office fast the day. How did the recording just pop up? After a long search, just as he was about to unravel the mystery with the model, the maid knocked, saying the lawyer had delivered candy. As soon as the girl got it, she called S.A. Grove, sharing the contents faster than the speed of gossip. The maid hoped the girl would arrive in time, but little did she know that as soon as the girl left, Hofeth Umat burst out like an subtitle. He took her phone. Luckily, upon leaving, he deleted all chats and photos with Xiao Shen, so nothing was noticed. She received a call from an unknown number. It was S.A. Grove. Due to their signals, they failed to connect. So she immediately sensed something was off and hung up, while the maid planned to gift it to the one and only sleazy lawyer. Before this, Hofeth Umat was not going to return her phone. Only after things were set in motion, the girl's visit felt like a near-death experience, thinking she might as well just give. She took a small knife from the drawer, preparing for the worst, but then thought of SEO's words and pondered deeply. Instead of ending it all, she chose to live on, believing that only SCQ Grove could save her. To rescue the maid, she hung up on her husband to agree since letter 3B0. Little did she know the guy was watching her, while the trio arrived at the dock, questioning who leaked the recording like a detective team. After some heated debate, Hofeth Umat started to piece it together. This leak had to do with the model somehow. The maid was definitely involved, so he marched outside the container and dragged the girl in, hoping to piece together the puzzle. But no matter how much they pressured or tortured her, the girl remained as silent as a statue. Meanwhile, Xiao Shu's team reached the dock. Uncle Shi and others drained the car's gas. They were about to whip up a mini-bomb when suddenly, someone interrupted their DIY session. The maid tried to scream for help, but got kicked over by the overly motivated uncle. Letter 2E sneaked up to the container, trying to be the hero to rescue the maid single-handedly. But just as luck would have it, one of them noticed, and he quickly retreated, almost caught. Out of nowhere, a pair of hands appeared behind him, pulling him back. The tension just escalated. Men dropped their suspicions and bolted, while Letter 2E turned to see her savior was her husband. The explosion was just the container. They had to withdraw quickly to avoid being tracked down. The maid was whisked away by the sleazy lawyer, while Letter 2E stepmother agreed since Letter 3B0 also left the dock, and the couple began their heart-to-heart. He then recalled the scary stuff he saw as a kid and shared it with his wife, every gory detail included. He confessed his background, the hairpin saga, and spilled everything that went down. As he looked at his wife crying her eyes out, the grief since Letter 3B0's anger vanished, replaced by a surge of love. The next day, Letter 2E laid it all out to his biological son, mentioning there were corpses buried under every tree in the villa. Subtitles: his mother's corpse was buried beneath the tree near the office, not to mention the reason why he was desperately trying to save the maid. Last night's incidents made him realize how utterly unforgivable it was, but he had never thought he would fall for her. He grasped the gravity of it all, knowing he had a giant responsibility, needing to end this tragic comedy. Otherwise, countless people would live worse than hell. Meanwhile, the Grease sent Letter 3B0 left alone, his heart heavy. To keep secrets locked, Hofeth Umat had the landscaping uncle dig up all the corpses under the big tree. Before long, he got a call discovering Letter 2E and Divide Bio Grove true identities had been unearthed. Her secrets were out in the open. She smashed the camera with rage, pondering the truth behind it all. She thought Letter 2E was after her for money, but didn't expect a huge plot lurking in the shadows. Just then, it grew since Letter 3B0 returned home, and Hofeth Umat was going up to expose the scheme to his son. To his surprise, he had no idea that Degree Sense Letter 3B0 had already known the truth and pulled him into the office. The horrifying images he saw that day still haunt him to this day. Those experiences even made him sick, and he regularly took pills to stay happy. Degree Sense Letter 3B0 constantly reassured himself that Mom was a kind soul, but the truth of her kindness had him in turmoil. Half-Earth Yuan began to explain that she had no choice and, to save her only son, she finally admitted defeat. She agreed to let them get their marriage license, no matter the cost, just hoping to catch a glimpse of her future grandkid occasionally. But only if they sent her some photos, or else it was a no-go.